How y'all doing? Welcome to Way Back Wednesday. And this time, we're going to look at Tootsietoys of the United States of America. What you're looking at right now, Tootsie Toy issued in 1938. This is a jumbo wrecker, a 6-inch model. Now, I've got several 6-inch models to show you. Single casting, your standard hollow casting. Says Tootsie Toys made in the United States of America. White tires, metal hubs, metal axles. It's a pretty cool one there. Jumbo wrecker. All right. Next up, staying with the wrecker theme, this was issued in 1947, and this is the Mack L-Line tow truck. This was a custom restoration I did. They got solid rubber tires now instead of the hubs like they had on the other one. And it does say up there in the top, they shortened it. Now it just says made in USA. That's pretty cool. It's got double tires on it. That's actually one tire that looks like two. But this is pretty cool. Got a little fish hook on the back of it. The Mack L-Line. Okay, we've got another Mack L-Line, issued 1947. And this is called a stake truck. Mack L-Line. You can go by the front end, like the Mack truck. Another 6-inch size one. And it says Tootsie Toy made in USA. Pretty cool one. Classic toys of the time. All right, next up, we're going to jump up to 1949, and this time we've got a Ford F6 oil tanker, issued in 1949, and this one is Texaco. This is another restoration, another 6-inch model. The bottom. Pretty cool. Got a Texaco and got a shell. Well, come on now. Tear things down. There we go. Texaco and the shell. They made about 4 different ones. Those are the 2 I have. Pretty cool. Same identical. Everything like the other one except the name on the side. Shell. And that's raised up like the other. Nice one. All right, now let's go down in size, and this one came out in 1949. This is a 3-inch model, and this one is a Ford F1 pickup. A minute, half the size as that other one, right? It's still a Ford, though. And there's the bottom. Let's see, get that tire over there. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, staying with the 3-inch. Got 1950. We've got a Chevy panel truck. 1950. Same deal. Tootsie Toy made in USA. Pretty standard stuff. All right, 1951. Got back to the 6-inch size. This is a cool looking one. This is a Buick LeSabre. 1951. Kind of on the futuristic side. Tootsie Toy made a lot of cars that were like that. Let's see if we can. It's up in there somewhere, right in there. Made in the USA, Tootsie Toy. It's pretty cool. All right. I'm going to move up to 1956. And they made a series of race cars. The first one is a Ferrari Racer. $1956. Now this one is a restoration that I did. And it was missing the driver was missing his head, which that is very, very common because it was a head with a little post. And I made the post just like that. But you know what I used as a head for that? I cut the head off of a little plastic army man and painted one that had that's his helmet. Kind of fixed it up a little bit, dressed it up, made it match. That's pretty cool. Ferrari. It's an F1 racer. Grand Prix, I guess they called it back then. All right, the next one, we've got a Porsche Roadster, 1956. That's a pretty cool one. I'd say that this is a 356. That's a guess, but I would say that might be what that is. This one's got made in Chicago, USA in it. Had a little bit more room to stamp that on that. All right, then we got another custom that I restored. I went a little bit crazy on this one. This one is a Jaguar XK140 coupe. But that's what the coupe looked like in 1956. And you see I put a back window. I put windows in it because normally they would have just been, single casting. And I put the mirrors on there. That's the way the mirrors were. And this one says Chicago 24. That's a cool car. I did a little bit more on the detailing on this one too. Because they do get a little boring sometimes. But that's cool. All right. Now that's it for the 50s. I've got one thing. This is pretty cool. I picked this up. Never had seen one. I've seen Matchbox and some of the other ones do them. This came out of a set that you could get. It was called a service station set. And this is the gas pumps and the signs. It's all one piece. So this is probably early to mid 60s, I guess. It's pretty cool because it says, try Tootsie Toy. No, try Tootsie Lube. You see that? Right there, try Tootsie Lube. This one's ethyl and this one's regular. That's pretty neat. Got Got the water can there. Tootsie Service. And on the bottom, it says Tootsie Toy right here. And this one says Chicago. But that is really pretty cool there. Let's see if we put that. Let's see if we put that Porsche up there. Yeah, it's about right. About the right size. Pull up there and fill up. That's really cool. Plain and simple. All right, now let's move up to the, let's see, I've got a few little bitty ones here. These are also from the 60s. And you probably, everybody's seen these. You've seen these at the flea markets and antique stores and everything. These little bitty guys, the 1/64 scale. And then this one you've got, let's see, what do we got here? We got the jalopy. The jalopy in the middle. And they just say Tootsie Toy, USA. Got plastic wheels on them. And this one is a 39 Mercedes. That's a cool car. It's a cool model. Same deal. Now this one actually says Mercedes in it. Must have been some kind of licensing thing on that. And then the last one is a Ford J car. And it does. It says Ford GT. But those are pretty cool. You see those things everywhere. But those are all from 1967. All right, I've got one more. And this one is actually from 1970. And this is, let's get it up here so you can see it while I'm searching it out. This one is a 63 Ford N600 with trailer. Issued in 1970. It's got the same wheels. And this should come off. There it is. It's got a little bit more writing on there. Well, you know, actually it says 1967 on there. And it's got the same wheels. It may be from 1967. I found a few mistakes in my notes, my spreadsheet. So I'm going to say 1967. That's all right. That's pretty cool. Well, tell me what you think about these vintage Tootsie Toys of the U.S. Like to hear from you. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next week with another Way Back Wednesday. Have a good one.